Hey YouTube, Nova here again. Today I'm bringing you a deck profile on my waifu deck. So this is obviously this is being uploaded Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's Day to all my viewers. For those that you have a day and whatnot, good luck. But you wouldn't want to spend their day with a waifu, so I built my waifu deck. For those of you that have watched my previous videos, you'll know who my waifu is. So for those of you who don't, it is Urza Scarlet from Fairy Tail. So this is a pure yellow deck. This is only built for fun, not competitive play, so you can leave suggestions and changes in that down below. But I have tested every yellow card in this deck, and this is the way I find it most fun and the way it works, because it can still compete. So for my starting, I'm starting off with grade zeros. I run 4 ultra close type Urza. She's the assist of the deck, basically. What she does is, during your turn, all your other characters with Urza in the name get 1000 power. When you would pay the cost of an act for one of your characters in your hand or stage, you may move the marker from underneath this card into the waiting room instead of a card from your stock. And to get the marker, when she comes into the field, rest 2 of your stood characters and place the marker face down from the top of your deck. You play her for the assist, not the marker. Because an extra 1000 power to all your Urzas during your turn. It's quite nice. Next, I run 3 magical swordsman Urzas. Now what she does is she's actually quite important in one of the key cards of your level 0 lineup. I don't run 4 because 4 is just too cloggy. 3 is just so you can see 1 at the beginning of the game because she does come in handy. So her effect is, when this card is placed on the stage from your hand, you may put the top 3 cards of your deck into your waiting room. So it mills 3. Why is that important? Because you want to get it to change. It changes, so it helps you get the change target into the waiting room. However, a change effect is, put a card from your hand into your clock. Put this card into your memory. During your encore step, when this card is rested, you may pay the cost. If you do, choose a card named Black-Winged Armor Urza in your waiting room and place it on the stage in the same position as this card was it. So, you'll hopefully, when you play at the mill 3, you want to mill Black-Winged Armor Urza. And sorry about the lighting, guys. I honestly don't know what's going on. I mean, it's as light as I can get it right now. And my room's quite darkened. Well, yeah. So next, it's not an Urza card, but it is a yellow. And that is Perfume Magic Ichio, whatever his freaking name is. He's a troll card of the deck, but he's pretty strong. Well, if he's the only card on the field, he gets plus 2000 power, and then you can pay 1 when this card becomes reversed and pay the cost if you do put this card to memory, which also helps build up the memory count for later on. You don't have to put him to memory, he's just a 4k beastic if you open up badly. And there's really no other better yellow to run. Next, I'm playing 3 Childhood Jalel. What he does is you can pay 1 when he basically dies and move him to memory. And he also has a bond with Childhood Urza, which is put the top card of your deck into your clock, add her from your waiting room to your hand. So he's a bond. You don't really run him for the bond, you run him for the memory sake. If it weren't a pure yellow deck, then you could just run Lucy's, Unison Raid Lucy's, but as this is a pure yellow deck, you're running Jalel, and plus Jalel and Urza kind of, yeah. This is my waifu deck. So, and for the last of my grade zeros, I'm running 2 Fairy Tail Master Makarov, the Brainstorm. He has a bond with Lexus, basically. Everyone's grandson Lexus, but we're not going into that because I don't run Lexus. And the Brainstorm's pretty good. Pay 1, rest 2 of your characters, mill 4. Free to climax your hit, search deck for a magic character and add it to your hand. So it helps you search out those important cards that you need. On to grade 1s. This is the bond target for the Jalel. So it is Childhood Urza. And you can run in 4. She's a 1/0/5k, which is good, because her effect is, if the number of magic characters in your memory is 2 or more, she gets 1500 power. So she would be a 6/5 base if you've got 2 into memory, which is very strong for level 1. It's a very strong level 1. Next, we run the change target, 4 Blackwing Armor Urzas. Yes, as it's my waifu deck, I did get one in bling. I went out my way to get it. Well, my friend pulled it and I got it off him instantly, but yeah. Basically, she has a climax combo with... Well, basically, when she attacks, if the climax fairy tale is in your climax zone, search click for one character with Urza in its card name, pull it into your waiting room, shuffle your deck, and this card gets 2,500 power. So, the card that she combos with is a +2 soul. I'll go over that when I get to the climaxes. So basically, you play her, you attack with her, you play the climax, you attack, you put the other card for her other effect into the waiting room, and which I'm going to go over now. And she gains 2/5 power. Her other effect is put this card into your waiting room at the beginning of your opponent's draw phase, so before your opponent draws. And you can select one Flame Empress Armor Urza from your waiting room, put it in the stage in the same place that this card was in, and it gains 2,500 power. So basically, she does a switcheroo during your opponent's turn to Flame Empress Armor, which gains power when they switch. So obviously you attack with this with the climax combo, you put the Flame Empress Armors into your waiting room. Good card. And then for the last of the grade 1s, Flame Empress Armor Urza. You run 4. And then what she does is, she has Encore, so ditch a character from your hand to Encore her. That's her second effect, I'll go with that one first. Her other effect is, you can basically put this card into your room at the beginning of your draw phase. You may pay the cost. If you do, choose a card named Black Winged Armor Urza in your waiting room, put it on the stage in the same position that this card was in, and that character gets 2,500 power until the end of the turn. So basically, during your turn, during your turn, you have this. And then when it comes to your opponent's turn, she switches into this. Then coming back to your turn, she switches into this. So this one has the combo. Instead of this one having a combo, it has Encore. So you can keep the switch going as long as you don't refresh. On to grade 2s. I am playing 4 Heaven's Will Urza. So when this card attacks, if a card named Circle Sword is in your climax area, this card gets 4,000 power +1 soul until the end of their turn. Okay. And then you have pay 1, this card gets 1 soul until the end of the turn. And then you can also rest 2 of your characters, and this character gets 2,500 power until the end of the turn. She can hit quite high numbers, so she's a pretty decent card for a 2/1. In fact, for a 2/1, she's really decent because she hits really high numbers. I mean, if you get her climax combo, and rest 2, she gains 6/5 plus whatever you get off her combo. So it's like potentially she's like a 14/5 before assists. So it's like pretty nice. Next, I run in 2 of the Urza back up because this card is so good. Well, I think it's good. It's level 2, 2/5 backup, pay 1, put this card from your hand into your waiting room, select one of your characters that's being attacked against G5. The other effect is when this card back up, if the number of magic characters in your memory is 2 or more, choose one of your characters in battle and that character gets 3/5. So if you have 2 or more in memory, use a 3/5 backup. So it's actually quite handy. And considering you do need to get cards into memory for other cards in the deck, it's nice. Then I'm running through 4 Tower of Heaven Jalel. Old Tower of Heaven Ruler Jalel. This card's actually pretty decent. A lot of people don't think you agree with me, but I'll explain why I think he's decent, especially in this deck. When this card attacks, you may choose one of your characters with Urza in its name and put it into your stock. Now then, the reason why this is good, let's say you have this and this on the field. You attack with this, but this dies because I used the backup. So then you attack with Jalel. Use Jalel's skill. It's still technically on the field while it's reversed. So now that it's dead, you just move it to your stock instead of having it go to your waiting room. That's why this card is good. It doesn't always come in handy, but like I said, it's a pure yellow deck. There's a limited pool for yellow. So I'm running for this over the other the 2/2 Urza because I don't really. She's bad, even though she's my waifu, but she's bad. I'd rather run this guy. And then I'm running 2 of the Lexus Grandpa Maverick Assist. All your characters in front of this card get 1,000 power. Then, if the number of magic characters in your memory is 2 or more, all your magic characters get 500. So it's a global 500 and then 1,000 in front. That's my grade 2s. And then for the grade 3s, I'm running 4, obviously, of Titania as 2 triple rare ones, so I need 2 more. Basically, what she does is the character facing this gets -1 soul, which isn't a bad thing actually. Memory, during your turn, if the number of cards in your memory is 2 or more, this card gets 1500 power, so she's 11.5 base, if you've got the 2 in memory. Then pay 2, put a card named Heaven's Wheel Scattered Petals from your hand into your wait room. This card ability activates up to once per turn. When this card's battle opponent becomes reversed, you may pay the cost if you do stand this card. So that's her climax combo isn't one that plays on the field, it's a Persona Blast climax combo, so you have to discard the climax. But basically she restands if you kill something, so she's quite good. And obviously having an extra attack is very useful, because you know, it's an extra attack, it's an advantage. So that's all that onto the climaxes. The card we play two Fairy Tale Has Come Calling, which is the climax for Blackwing Armor. It's just a +2 soul. That's all it is, it's just +2 soul to all characters. So it's good for early game soul rushing, that's why I only played 2. We play 2 Circle Swords, which is the combo for the level 2 Heaven's Will Urza. I'm only playing 2 because you don't really need more. It's a list of 1000 power +1 soul to all, and when you trigger it, if your opponent cancels with a climax, they take the top card of the deck, burn it. If it's a climax, it cancels again. So it's basically the burn. And then I'm running 4 Heaven's Wheel Scattered Petal because it is the persona for your grid level 3 and it's the wind trigger, so it's 1000 power +1 soul to all. When you trigger it, select one of your opponent's characters, return it to the hand, and also you need them to discard, so you want to get this one more than any of the others. So it's handy to have one in your hand. Just for the restand. Or if you end up with 2 in your hand and you have 2 Urzas on the field, you get 2 restands. So this is my waifu deck. It's not a bad deck. It works pretty well. It's pretty fun to use as well. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoy your Valentine's Day. I know I shall be. I'll be spending it pretty much a majority of the day until I have to meet people playing Weiss with this deck. That's about it. Maybe playing Vanguard with my Vanguard waifu. For those of you who know, it's Minerva. But I'll be using like Urushill and Minerva. So I'll probably be using that all day. So thanks for watching. If you wish to see any updates on any of my old previous decks, because I have changed them quite a bit, if I still have them, that is, I will gladly re-upload them for you. Leave any comments and tips and that down below. Let me know what you think of this deck, guys. It's a mono yellow. Let me know what changes you would make. Thanks for watching. Bye.